Purple Daily is daily Vikings entertainment. We just want the Vikings to win a Super Bowl before we die.
I will ride with this group.
Seriously, man. Please.
And away we go.
Look at this guy.
And away
Look at this guy.
Woo, baby. What a week.
A
What a
decade in the NFL trenches. He started in a Super Bowl. He
Stop
played
it.
for the Vikings. He liked it so much in Minnesota. He planted roots in Minnesota. He is the Rhino. Alex Boone making his return to trenches on Purple Daily.
Season must have started. We're back. We are officially back. And not only are we back, but my dude, week one was insane. Not only was it insane, dude, it was a wild weekend altogether, right? Started Thursday, ended Monday, just didn't stop. Went
to Brazil for a few hours on Friday for your fighting Jim Harbaugh's, the fighting khakis to get one on the board. It's great.
Easy, because one of your Harbaugh boys took your team very far this weekend, okay? And you know what? He is also a member of the cult. So when I see him, I will let him know he is getting fined for that as well, drinking the Kool-Aid.
I'm really excited at some point. I need the J.J. McCarthy, Alex Boone, Jim Harbaugh collaboration episode here.
The collaboration would be insane. Could you imagine the stories that we would have? He had him when he was in college. I had him in like the greatest time of my life, and he was just so wild. And honestly, it was one of the things last night that everyone's been asking me for a long time, because obviously everybody watches the OLine Committee, and they're always like, you love JJ. And it's like, listen, if Harbaugh loves somebody, and I mean this, Jim says he loves you, and he actually says something nice about you, it means he actually thinks you're a really good player, like really, really good. And he doesn't say it about a lot of guys. So when he gave this guy a standing endorsement, like, hey, this is my guy, I was like, I guess he's my guy too then, because I trust Jimmy here, right? And you saw it last night. That leadership, the ability to overcome obstacles, right? The game wasn't going well at all. The first half was so bad you could burn that tape and nobody would feel bad. Nobody would even be like, hey, what happened to that tape? You'd be like, don't know. They'd be like, good, thank God we don't know. But what happened was you saw a real player come out in him. And we talked about it earlier today. I've been thinking about this all day because you and Jay talked about it earlier on the show, the it factor, right? Like, what is it? And it's not the, I stand on top of the lockers and give a like, hurrah, hurrah speech. And it's not the guy that'll do anything to just get a first down. It's the guy that'll do anything to win a game. And it's a guy that'll do anything and sacrifice everything and doesn't care about the stats, just wants to get a dub. And at times we in the media make fun of those guys. Like, it's a terrible win, but what are they saying in that locker room? A dub's a dub, right? And those are hard to do in the league. On the road, your first game in the professional football league, and you come out in the fourth quarter and sling it for like 250 yards and 21 points. Are we sure this kid went to Michigan? Are we sure?
It's got to be conflicting. The Buckeye in you,
hard,
but then like the Harbaugh guy in you at the same time, and like the Vikings connection. We touched on, by the way, you can find Booney multiple days a week on the OLine Committee podcast too.
With
YouTube
Phil.
channel, Apple, Spotify. I just sit there and throw the ball up for you and Jeremiah Searles to bat it around. But and we kind of touched on this on OLine Committee today, but when this Aaron Jones went on a podcast after the game, and there's been some other kind of leaks from the huddle that in the third quarter, and the Vikings were losing at the time, and McCarthy had been playing mostly like garbage, and he hadn't played a competitive football game in like 20 months or whenever the national championship game was 2 years ago. And he walks up into the huddle, and he looks at everyone. Aaron Jones, the offensive line, says, "Where would you rather be? Is there anywhere else you'd rather be?" Very Jim Harbaugh, like basically a who's got it better than us. And I don't know, man, like you hear stories about McCarthy like that over the years about his personality, and to see it all kind of click like that on the field, it's like he needed, I don't know, an hour and a half to like kick off the rust because he just hasn't played a game.
Which makes sense.
Flips a switch, dude, and goes into this alpha mode, the mean mugging after one of those touchdowns. And you could even see, I don't know, like body language expert Macadac here. It like his teammates like him, but you could see them. It was like the light bulb went on. Oh my, okay. Yeah, this dude's here to play. There's a little it factor here with this guy.
Absolutely. He accepted that challenge, right? Like you said, it wasn't going well in the first two quarters. The only thing that was really kind of doing anything at all, and I'm talking like we are really looking for things, was somewhat the run game. Like it was like okay, well, it's 2nd and 5. And then all of a sudden it was back to 3rd and 5. And I was like, okay, well, now here we are again. Well, what are we going to do? Right. And those became problems, but he overcame all that. And it's, you said it, and it's such a Harbaugh-esque thing. Like, they accept the challenge. Like, that was what Jim was all about all the time, right? Like, accept these challenges. Where would you rather be than the whole world pushing against you and these mighty men, he used to call everybody, right? And my mighty men are going to get this done for me. And
cult
I know, yeah, that's an instant cult find, but it's true because the minute you feel that, right, and the minute you believe that you're one of those mighty men that's going to overcome this, then all of a sudden, like, you start to get guys on your ship, and you're like, hey, we're going to do something really crazy but really, really fun. And they're like, no. And you're like, I knew you would. Let's do this, right? Like, no matter what, they're just always pushing you in a positive way. And I could easily see that with JJ. And you see that his guys clearly love him. They'll do a lot for him. But the biggest telling sign for me was this team's having fun is when you saw what happened with KOC after he scored that touchdown, right? Like, he just went nuts right into the camera. And all of a sudden you're like, you know what? These guys are going to be dangerous. Why? Because they have an enthusiasm unknown to mankind. And that's another Harbaughism, right? Like, you just come out there and that's what the fourth quarter was, dude. They were fired up. They were ready to go. KOC screaming. And all of a sudden you're like, shit. The hardest thing to stop in the NFL is a team that's on fire, a team that believes in themselves, a team that you can't tell them anything because you know what? They're screaming so loud they can't hear you. That's what the Vikings can become if they continue this football going forward, right? Like, what would be awesome is if you could really get the run game going. That way you don't have to throw so much at JJ in the beginning of the game, right? Like we kind of talked about. And Jeremiah was right. Like, KOC loves to throw the ball. It's in his DNA. It's who he is what he is. But if you could just get that run game going a little bit more, become a little bit more effective, now everything else becomes so much easier. And you don't have to worry about going into these 3rd and 8s and 3rd and 5s. It's like you can go into a 3rd and 2 and be like, hey, what are we going to do? I don't know. We can do a lot of things. We have a lot of fun with this, right? We're not handcuffed to do certain things.
Yeah. Yeah, there was a stretch there to kind of ice the game once they took a lead where they did lean into that run game. Jordan Mason, who they traded for from San Francisco. So here's and for anyone who's new and this is your first season with Purple Daily and maybe your first dip into the trenches here with our guy Alex Boone. So we kick it around for a few minutes off the top, but then we get pretty quickly right into some of the key plays. So we're going to look at the all 22. You're going to make us smarter here. I'm going to control it just from my end, and then you tell me, you talk to me like I'm a 3rd grader and the audience, because we don't necessarily speak your language on this. But we're going to break down, we're going to start with like a small handful of the bad stuff early offensively. You can tell us what happened, and then we'll get into the switch flipping throughout the second half and some of the highlight plays. A shout out real quick before we do anything else to our friends at Pepsi, and specifically these Justin Jefferson souvenir cups here are back. Pepsi is the official beverage of the Minnesota Vikings, so make sure your fridge is fully stocked for game days this season. And Pepsi's also giving you a chance via these cups. There's a QR code on these cups, and if you scan it, you have a chance to win Victor's Ride, a Polaris 1000 ATV. Again, you scan the QR code out. So how do I get one of these cups, Phil? That's a great question. You can find them right now inside US Bank Stadium during the season, soon inside Hy-Vee Fast and Fresh locations, and a 3rd prominent location that we will unveil in the coming weeks here. So let's go Vikings. Let's go Pepsi. Justin Jefferson, good luck winning Victor's Ride. Also a shout out to Federated Insurance. Federated has been around for over 120 years, helping businesses like a great offensive line with max protection, protecting your reputation, your workplace, your employees, your financial assets. Federated is here to help with all of those things. They'll put together a customizable lineup of insurance for you and your small to medium-sized business. Also, they specialize in working with next-generation business owners. So if you maybe just took over the family business or maybe you're a younger business owner, check them out, federatedinsurance.com, to see how they can help you. All right, let's pop some all 22 up here, my good friend.
Let's do it, dude.
Mr.
First of all,
Rhino.
Talk about a great place to play too, right? And breaking this curse of like going in there and not doing well. This guy comes out of nowhere in the 4th quarter. Roll the tape. I am so excited.
I'm going to go full screen here.
And we got a divisional win, an away divisional win. My gosh, it's going to be a good week.
Right. So let's go. All right, these are the first 2 third down sacks that we're going to take a look at here. Because listen, to get to the pinnacle later.
Do we have to?
We got to go through some adversity. It's the adversity that sets up the triumph later in the game here. So
I want to say this too. The fact that Christian Darrisaw is not out there gives me so much more hope, right? Gives me so much more excitement because when he's on the field, he's a game changer. Like he's a dude that you want to talk about a dog. Like this dude's going to eat your soul. So him not out there is also another reason that I'm like, okay, I'm feeling really good about this. As you can see why right there, right? Like that doesn't happen to CD. Why? Because he's a full-grown bulldog. Like, you don't just put your hands on his chest and walk him backwards. That's not happening. I'm not saying anything bad about Justin School, okay? Because I think that playing in Chicago is extremely hard, especially when you're new to a team. You don't understand this divisional rivalry or what it means to play in this kind of a game. But I do love this offensive line right now, and I'm super excited about them. Here we go.
They're showing
double Cali, baby.
Double
here we go.
Cali here, right?
Double Cali, the old
Mike
Mike Zimmer special. God, I used to love that. Now they're all dropping out. We're obviously in a lucky situation. Go back. I love this pocket. I'm going back. I'm telling you, I'm loving this pocket. And when CD gets back here, I'm going to love it even more. We're in a lucky situation, probably because we're new to the left, right? We got a rookie and a new guy. And on the right side, we're like, hey, man, we paid you a lot of money. And B, we know what you do when you work. Like, we love what you do. So we're sliding with the lucky, right?
So when you say lucky, you're saying center and everyone to the left of the center is
we're
going left, right?
Normally when I say lucky, I mean a +1. So we're going to that first linebacker in that gap right there, 44. And if he drops and someone comes outside of him, we're going to slide to pick it up, right? Okay. That's what a lucky in my mind means. But everybody on this film has really, really good pro. The only problem becomes, like we said before, with Justin School. The minute that you allow a defender to get into your chest, it's almost like you allow him to control your entire body and what you're going to do. And see right there, see how we're not even throwing our hands. Got to throw our hands in this league. It's the most important thing. And I know guys think I'm crazy, but if you really want to play in this league, you have to dictate how this rush ends. And when you let him get that much into you and then extend like that and put you back on your heels, you're in a bad situation. You're in a bad spot. You are not the aggressor anymore. And the problem is your best friend behind you needs you to be the aggressor, right? Like look at Fries and look at Brian, right? We got a great position. We're not really getting close to JJ. I know a lot of people be like, oh, they're really close. Well, technically we're always really close to each other. It's just in this situation, I feel like they're in way better position. Number one, they both strike, right? And they got extension. They're in control. Look over here at School, right? He's got somebody up in his chest, underneath his chin, and that's another thing. And they'll sometimes call this for hands in the face. But when you get your head moved out of the power position, there is nothing you can do. And that's why the hands underneath the chin is so effective, because it breaks all your power angles in your body and allows them to just walk you backwards. Unlike Brian and Will, as you can see, are just looking really good. But great job of JJ of getting out of trouble, right? Do what we can. Try and get out. Don't let it become something more stupid, right? Like, let's not do that. Not college.
Yeah, and that's the first real meaningful drive in almost 2 years for him too. So it's moving. This is the NFL too, man.
Hey man, we're not judging. We're not judging.
So here's the next
on your
drive.
Side. Here we
Another
go.
third and like 4 here, and he almost broke this for a little first down run. Let's get.
Looks like we're in a little exotic front. We got a little overload. Looks like it ends up being a little cover 2. So we call this overload for all those new folks, right? You got 3 to the left side. You got 2 to the right side. Now, a lot of times, this linebacker right here, he's not really doing much. He's just messing with you. But this situation normally gets us into a 5-0. A 5-0 means everybody's blocking everybody one-on-one. Nobody really has any help, and it's the big trendy thing to do these days.
So it'd be School out on 55. Ryan Kelly here, Fries to 44, there. Right? And
Ryan's outside.
Like that.
Yep, just like that. Sometimes we slide.
What's Aaron Jones' responsibility here?
Aaron would be for the first backer off the ball, unless it's a 5-man pro, in which case he has no responsibilities, and they just want him to think it's a 6-man protection, right? Like we, scat back it type thing. So let's see what happens here. I think they end up 5-0 in this. A lot of times everyone's going to 5-0 this. At times you could slide it if, see, it's a 5-0, right? And they do a great job. And these two have obviously played next to each other, so they know each other really, really well. And at times this can get you in trouble, but see how Ryan kind of lets this guy go to Will?
Yeah. Here, let's work on this.
They've obviously played together for a while, right? And so he probably saw 44 drop and was like, oh, well, Will will come to me and help me because he knows that who's to me on the left side? A rookie and he knows that when trouble bails, I'm going to go to him instantly. Why? Because he's new to this league, so I'm going to help him, right? And it just ends up being that Will kind of gets a little over exaggerated, and as you can see, you never really want your torso to go over any part of your outside of your knee. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And here you can see that he clearly is like, oh my goodness, I got to get over here. Kind of panics, freaks out, goes a little too fast, a little too far. Right there.
Right there. Okay.
Yeah. See how we've become a little bit outside of our body frame? Like we would never really want to do that, but he's kind of panicking because he's like, oh my gosh, I need to get over here right now. And he does a good job of trying to get outside.
Look at this. And JJ plays a little limbo here, goes underneath.
Well, that's another thing too. Let's back it up a little bit here, Philip. If you take it back a little bit, same problem on the left side, right? And that's a lot of times why when this happens and someone drops, there's always somebody in the back of your mind that you're like, I need to get to this one person. Why? Whether it's Donovan Jackson because he's a rookie, whether it's because it's school because he's new, like you know that the help is going left, and that's why Ryan's really leaving there. But look, it's the same thing, right? And this is why they love this 5-0. And they get away with this because the linebackers walked up, and we have to respect him. Now, you could slide it to the left, but then you just made your back come up and check this guy, which kind of you lose him in the routes. And Harbaugh, ding me for this, the Colt follower, used to love when the backs got out because it was one more threat on defense, right? Like it's one more person that they have to take. It's like even right now, Aaron Jones wide open. Right? Like nobody's really watching him. But at the same time, on the left side, we're getting crumbled. Can't happen. Can't happen. Oh, strike school.
So discombobulation.
He does a great job of getting out there, doesn't he? I mean, he almost gets out.
He does, man. He almost had a little
I
first
know.
down there.
I wanted
He's
him to really, man.
All right,
Oh,
this is the worst of it. So this is the pick six right here. We'll show you
and
two
these will
angles
happen.
of it.
These will happen. Hey, wasn't Brett Favre's first pass a pick six?
It might have
almost
been.
Positive it was.
He threw a lot of pick sixes.
Well, I'm pretty sure the first one went for 6 the other way, which is a good sign. I mean, it happening in your first game. This is it's bad, right? It's gonna be bad, but it happens. And it's one of the things that you have to overcome, and it's really hard. And in this moment, I'm almost positive it's 12 minutes left, right? In the third quarter.
Yeah.
Like, people were like, all right, wrap it up, call it a day. It's going to be what it's going to be. For this entire offense to overcome this moment when you're away, you're down big, it's the start of the third quarter, the whole stadium's going nuts. I mean, it is so hard. So for them to come out and do that in the fourth quarter, just incredible.
So he's doing a lot of this, by the way, throughout the game, where he's making checks. He's clearly assertive at the line of scrimmage for a rookie. I felt like, or
which is great,
starting quarterback.
Which is great. Like we want to put him in a position of power, right? Like we can't come out here and dumb down our offense just because you've never played in the NFL. We are still going to continue to run what we run, and a lot of the checks in the NFL could be a 1 high, 2 high check. It could be a look like this, right? Like if they give us this exotic blitz look, this looks like they're clearly in an L or a Lee concept. So if this play starts like, hey, we're going to go 2 jet. Dino bump, whatever, right? And that's versus a clean look. And that could be a 4-2 over. It could be whatever their normal nickel look is, right? They give us a normal nickel look. We want to go 2 jet.
So what are they, when he leans in like this,
that's what,
and Fries and Kelly, what are they essentially
he's saying right now? And what happens is they say, hey, now listen, we're going to alert this to a 358 if they give us an exotic look. So something that we don't know what they're going to do, then we're just going to full slide it. So that's what he's telling them right here. He's going, hey, alert, we're going 358 now. So now they're all basically going, hey, L, and you can see Brian's looking down. Right, so he's like, all right, okay, I'm coming down.
So
everybody's
LLL
going to
mean LLL, just go this way.
Dude, I'll take an L, Pat, for 500. Yeah, you're literally, that's the only letter that comes out of their mouth is LLL, and it tells everybody to go left. Or
they swallowed this up, right? Like,
they do a great job, dude. This is a phenomenal line. Oh, absolutely. Dude, listen, we're not worried about the line. Chris Cooper got them boys working. But
I know this is called trenches, but just to go out to the wide here for a second.
Do we have to? We don't really like DBs in the trenches. Didn't they tell you?
When you saw this ball snapped on TV and they pick up this all-out blitz and he confidently slings it, I thought watching on TV, like they solved it pre-snap. This is going to be a big chunk play for the Vikings. And it actually is one of the worst pick sixes you're going to see in the entire league all year.
Oh, it's bad. And it's bad even more so because that guy was on the practice squad last year for the Vikings. So he was. When he scored, he could not have been happier. He was like, yeah, and y'all cut me, right? Like he's letting you know. But JJ got the best of it. Yeah, once again, we're alerting because something crazy is happening. Let's get ourselves in the right protection. He slings it, man. He gets it out there to the other team, and it is what it is.
And then
what
from
I
this
love
point forward, man,
dude,
he just went zero dark McCarthy the rest
and
of
you
the
and
game.
I talked about it earlier, right? Why did he do this? Because Kevin came over, and a lot of it was very calm. Right. A lot of it was like, hey, man, these things happen. Get over it. Right. Like, we're going to be fine. And I love the fact that he did that because there have been a lot of coaches that would have torn you apart. Yeah. Torn you apart. Like, how dare you throw that ball? You know better than that. Right. Instead, it's okay. Cool. Let's go. Let's do this.
That's the thing in the moment. If you're a pissed off head coach.
Oh, absolutely. And the game's not going your way.
Yeah. Your first instinct is, I got to light this guy up. What are we doing here? Pull your head out of your ass. But Kevin O'Connell swallows that feeling, walks up calmly, and says the thing that will keep him confidently engaged in the game, right? And it turns.
That's why you love Kevin. It's why you find him to be one of the best leaders, probably one of the best coaches right now in the NFL. I'm not even kidding you. Like, right now, today, I might take KOC over everybody just because of this game and the fact that they were dead to rights with 12 minutes left in the third quarter. And out of nowhere, he just gives JJ a hug, and it's like, everything's going to be okay. I don't know why. I just feel all warm and fuzzy inside, and I love that about this team.
So I want to go back. We're going to start with the good stuff here, and the initial spark for this offensive brush fire that happened later on in the game, I think happened at the end of the first half. So this was Vikings ball. I don't know, like 20 seconds to go in the first half, whatever it was. Mm-hmm. And you're looking for a chunk to get you close to field goal range. Mm-hmm. And even J.J. McCarthy said, yeah, the completion of this pass is what kind of gave me the confidence that, okay, yeah, listen, we can move the ball. It's football. We're here. We're playing. Let's do this.
Absolutely. Looks like they're in some sort of two-man concept, right? They're going to go find JJ somewhere and bracket him. Obviously, he's the greatest in the league right now. And you can see that as this unfolds, one of the safeties comes down to find him. But this is two-man. With just like a Ruby front up front, like an odd. Got two backers walked up. Super simple, right? Like, just showing us everything right away. What's happening. Boop, boop.
And then Jalen Naylor
cooked them
on that little crossover out there.
Dude, those over routes are dangerous, man. You better watch out. You think you can keep up, but you can't.
The protection here makes this, man. Like, this is a pretty long developing route to hit it.
And you know what? I'm mad. I'm a little bit mad at Searles because he laughed at me for drafting the Vikings, but what he doesn't understand is that eventually they're going to start
fat guy fantasy draft for those who don't know.
They're going to start to run the ball, but why did I really draft them? Because their pass protection is going to be impeccable this year, and they're not going to get in trouble for sacks and stuff like that, right? Like, you look at this pocket, and we don't have Christian Darrisaw out there. I will remind you again that one of the greatest left tackles in the league today is not on that field, and look how juicy this pocket is.
But you know who you do have, Booney. You've got from the Ohio State University, where you once graced that stadium. Donovan Jackson has been a revelation throughout training camp. So you got 44 coming around here on a little twist. Mm-hmm. Watch 74 here. Watch Donovan Jackson pick this up. He's coming all the way across. Boop. We'll just swallow that real quick there. Bang.
No, it's great. And we could have obviously 5-0'd this, but this is one of the times where we slid it over. See how we bring Aaron back in here now, which brings this linebacker into the box, so now we know it's man. And that's why they're basically sliding it over, is because they're like, well, we know that he's manned on the running back, so the minute that the running back stays, he's going to stay or spy him, so there's no point to sending an offensive lineman to block him. So let's come down here and go 4 for 3, right? Let's bottle this up. Let's do what we can. Let's let the rookie come out here and play with his food. Come on now. Paw it a little bit.
There you go. So they wind up with a 59-yard field goal from old Big Leg Bill, tied for the longest in Soldier Field history.
No big deal.
So let's run the ball here.
Here we go. Hey,
downhill,
now we're talking. Now you're talking my dirty language right here, baby. What is this duo? Talk dirty to him. This is the old AP favorite play right here. Dude, look at that. Look at that formation.
We're heavy here,
left.
Right?
We're wing left. Your old John Gruden got wing left. Give me 93 drill. That drill is kneecap. Here we go. Hit me with something sexy. Ready? 3 double teams. It should be 3 double teams. Let's see if we're right.
Oh, okay. Let's count them.
Now,
double team. Double team.
Double team.
Double team? Kind of.
Now, listen. This is why drill has become the new power, because those combo blocks normally happen on zone, right? Everybody loves zones because you can get a ton of combo blocks, which is double teams. But drill has now done the same thing in the gap scheme world. So instead of pulling somebody to hit these linebackers, we just say, hey, you 3 double teams can displace these 3 men back into their linebackers. Hell, you don't even have to block them. You just put that fatty right in his lap and watch what happens next, right? Now watch what happens next, dude. This is what makes football so fun, is when you get to beat on these dudes. Now, I think school may have left a little early, but I do love how my boys on the right over here are blocking all the way till the end. You get that, Will Fries. Ooh,
dude. And this is, this isn't like a game-breaking run, but it's like a nice little 8-yard gash, just to tell them we're here. We're running the football. We're going downhill. We're coming at your soul.
Keeps them honest, right? And then all of a sudden the play action afterwards, that's when we're going to get people to start stepping up, and that's where we're going to get Hawk open and down the field, down the seam. And Oliver, we're going to find him open, right? Like all these things end up becoming huge later on in the game. That's why these simple 5-yard drills, people are like, oh my God, it's so stupid. It's like, number one, it's a chance for me to tee off on the 3 technique, right? Yeah. And number 2, when we do that later, that little dangle out to the running back, those linebackers are going to feel so fast. And then here goes TJ right by him.
I'm glad you brought this up, because the 3 plays, starting with that one we just saw, these are 3 consecutive plays in a drive that sequence exactly the way you're setting up. So this is the second play in the 3-play sequence. Let's run the ball again.
Of course, keep them honest, boys.
Look at Donovan Jackson pulling.
This is the one you were telling me about, the little guard tight end counter.
I don't know if they were doing this last year.
Listen, man, this is new and trendy, and this is fun because you're getting everybody to move around. This has basically become counter, but we're pulling the backside tight end, right? So instead of making it the fullback, it used to be a fullback where he would be behind. Right now, he would technically be in the backfield to the left of the left guard, right?
Like Juszczyk would be like.
It used to be, right? Like old school football, he used to be there. Now we've just put him at the end of the line because this formation here could be a lot of things. We could run a lot of things out of this, and the last thing you're thinking is counter away, right? And it actually becomes stutter, because anything weak, and technically, I don't know how they would count this, but we would have called this a stutter, right? Watch this. Watch Hawk come around. Wait. Right there. Oh. See how he gets inside on the linebacker? The most crucial point of this, and has always been the pulling guard that's pulling up inside this, or tight end or whoever it is, you must get inside leverage, because if you get inside, you allow that running back to split the defenders. But if you don't, it could cause this entire thing to fold. Dude, this is such a great job. Look at this. And you know how much I hate
Hawk has to get this leverage right here.
Huge, dude. Instantly, see how it splits him and creates this wall. And now the safety's like, all right, I'm coming down here, but he's in a bad angle. Now I'm just going to go this way. Dude, it is exactly why this play goes, man. When you can get tight ends that are not afraid to pull up inside of a hole and hit. Isn't that Tremaine Edmonds, by the way? Like, hasn't he been playing forever, dude? Like, he's a good linebacker, too. Dude.
Also, yeah, look at Josh Oliver, who's one of the best run blocking tight ends in the league. Just comes right down here. He sets it here. You got Hawkinson coming around, setting a little seal here, and then obviously Donovan Jackson.
Oh, doing a great job, right? And you've heard me say this before. I can't stand tight ends, right? Like they're terrible blockers, but these guys do a great job. Look at that.
Cultural.
Oh, baby, get in there. KOC tells them. It's like the Lions thing. Like, hey, listen, if you don't put out for everyone else, it's the same thing, right?
Here,
if you don't put out for them, we're not putting out for you. That's how this goes in this world.
So back to back gashes on the ground.
You to do more of that.
Got a little something
going. More of
right?
that.
So this is the 3rd play in this sequence now. Let's see what happens. A little motion. Oh, just stick that ball out there.
Oh,
we got a pancake situation here too.
Oh,
there's your chunk to Jefferson.
You don't say. Watch this. Everyone's just going to step up. They're all going to freak out. Oh, my God. Wait. I swear we just saw this look, didn't we? Didn't we just see this look, guys? Hey, watch the drill.
It was flipped.
Watch the drill.
Right?
Here we go.
Flipped. Yeah.
Here we go. Even Tremaine's like, yo, I know I saw this. Look at this. I know this. And everybody, look, everybody's still stepping up. Everyone's still stepping up.
Here.
Guess who's not stepping up?
He's got his eyes in the backfield too, right?
Oh, dude. And there's receivers that are already gone. They're just gone. And there's nobody going to get by them. Hey, we're good. And we still don't have CD. Look at that separation.
That's beautiful.
Like, could drive a truck between those two.
Just one more time for good measure here.
Just because. Why not? Here we go. I love how they put the rookie on an island by himself. You got this, bro. I used to love when we would play action, and one of the guards always gets to help somebody. So when you're the guard that gets to help somebody, you feel like a boss. But when you don't, you feel like the world's against you. It's terrible, dude.
Who had, was it Fries or Kelly
Fries.
who had the pancake here? Fries.
I think it was Fries.
It was Kelly. Watch Kelly here. Yeah,
right.
Kelly.
Gets him going backwards. They drop. By the way, that holding that they called on their tackle, that was terrible. That's terrible. Yeah. We don't want to win games like that, dude. There. No.
So, but that's it, man. Dude, downhill. Oop, dangle that play action. There's Justin Jefferson. Now you're in the red zone.
Happens so fast too, and you don't know what's going to happen. And that's why an effective run game can become so dangerous, because when it happens so fast, those linebackers don't have time to react. And if you just keep beating on them and sending those running backs downhill, then eventually they just get so ingrained with doing that. Dude, this follow route is nasty. This window that he threw it in.
Let's take a look from this end.
Nasty. Oh, there's your favorite look, the double Cali.
So we got the Mike Zimmer special, double A gap, double Cali. And what makes it tough here, right, is you're trying to you have to account for them if you are the offensive line. Even if they bail, they're essentially holding the offensive line captive until
if you're the slide side. Only if you're the slide side. But that is not actually as bad as you think, because a lot of times, like right here, we're in a Ricky, and Ryan does a good job of realizing that it's a twist, and this is kind of what they do off of this, is they'll try and pick the center. Ryan does a good job of staying square, number one, and two, recognizing what it is. And a lot of times they give it away, because if 44 is not rushing into me right now, something's wrong. Right? Like if he takes a step but isn't into my chest, what the hell is he doing? Like normally they don't waste any time to get these sacks. And so as he's kind of like, they pop straight up and they chop their feet real fast, and you're like, this isn't normal, right? Like, see how he's kind of like messing with them? Right away. And so that's why he does a great job of coming back. And really, one of the only things you can do, unless you've dragged really well, is you come back and they tell you to act like a hammer. You just come out and knock it out, right? Because then look at the lane that it creates for JJ. Instead of trying to fiddle with it and be like, oh, come to me, you just turn and bulldoze everything out of there right now. And Will Fries ends up becoming free too, and he ends up turning inside as well.
Hey, does Jordan Mason get to take some snacks out of the O-line meeting room for this? The work that he does here?
Let me see. I'm very, very harsh critic.
I know.
He did come from the 49ers, though. I mean, I do love me a Niner.
He sticks his nose in here.
Let me see.
He sticks his nose in here. Look at him.
All right. You can come get some Skittles. Look at him just standing there like an O-lineman too, like he actually did some work. He's like, God, this is hard.
You're right about this throw into this window.
It was tight, dude. I'm talking tight. Look at this.
So he's throwing it. This is Jefferson here, I think, top right.
Yeah. He's behind.
He's throwing it where these dudes are running into. This is an incredible anticipatory throw here.
The DB running, the first DB
running. Look at that, dude.
Oh, it's insane. The first DB's probably like, where the hell's he throwing that ball? The second DB's like, shit.
He's throwing it at you, buddy.
Dude, I'm not kidding. The first one's like running by it, like, where the hell's he throwing? He really missed that one, didn't he? And then he turns around and sees JJ, and he's like, damn it.
Oh, man. We're going to peek these last two touchdowns here in just a minute. After we shout out Prize Picks. So Prize Picks is a great chance to win real money this football season. And week one's over, and it may feel like, oh man, what a rush. Week one. Yeah, week two here. Week two in the National Football League does not rest for anybody. And right now on the Prize Picks app here, there's a bunch of kind of freebie fun little squares here you can see on the YouTube channel. So Travis Kelce, they're just giving this one to you, 0.5 receiving yards. So you select more on that. You select between 2 and 6 players. It takes like 60 seconds or less. You pick more or less on their projected stats, and you place your entry. Prize Picks offers Venmo, Apple Pay, MasterCard, and other easy options. So download the Prize Picks app today, right here, and use the code PURPLEDAILY to get $50 in lineups when you play just $5. That's code PURPLEDAILY on Prize Picks to get $50 in lineups when you play just $5, and you support the show. You help us out. So thank you guys. Appreciate you. Back to the film breakdown here. All right.
Back to the meat and potatoes of it.
Let's
Hit
do this
me.
here, dude.
Come on, Mac and Dak. Hit me.
Let's party.
Here we go. We're a little 2x2. Ooh, that's a
Look at
5-man
this.
pro.
Look at this touch to Aaron Jones. Just floats it in for a tud.
Dog dirty.
We'll get you the end zone cam here.
I love it.
Do you like a quarterback whose jersey is...
I don't.
torn,
I'm going to be honest with you. I
soiled?
don't. I'm that guy that's like, I don't want to see a damn thing on my quarterback's jersey. And when he comes to me like, look how tough I am, I get mad because I'm like, oh man, I'm about to get it. I'm about to get it tomorrow from somebody. You think the coaches like seeing that, dude? You think that Tony wanted to see the quarterback standing there with dirt on the back of his jersey? He'd have been like, guess who's going to die tomorrow? I'd be like, me? Yeah, I am. Anyways, here we go. We're in a 5-man pro. I love this. Once again, we're trying to make him think it's 6-man. It could be 6-man, but Aaron he books it out of here like he's got zero responsibilities.
So 5-man pro, I mean, even though you get a bunch of guys in the view here, these guys are all running routes.
Yep.
Routes. So
Yep, exactly.
Just the 5 offensive linemen.
It looks like we got too close for a little chippy chip. There's one chippy chip. There's 2 chippy chip right there. Right? We do a great job. Oh, look at that. Look at that, you stout.
Who's dying a slow death here on the right side?
Listen, we know who it is, and he took one for the team, but look what he did. He put somebody over top of him, which ended up being a schoolboy, which was awesome. So I'm not even mad about it.
Look at that. Look
at that athleticism to stay up. Look at that. Brian, we love you today.
That was a bear fight.
We love you more than anyone, and that was a fist fight in a phone booth, and
that's illegal right there, by the way.
It doesn't matter. It's fine. We all look. It's a touchdown, dude. Watch this. He goes right. Brian puts them right over Brian. Dude, I guarantee you,
massive bodies.
Piles like that are the best because 2 guys are definitely talking smack to somebody else. Like I promise you. There is so much being said in the bottom of the ground right there. It was so fun.
Can I just say I wasn't going to do this, but I have to get it out of my system. It's so nice to see a center take a bull rush and not get dropped on his ass. I'm just going to throw it out there. Okay, look at this. Boom. Look at that. Just absorbs it, eats it, pushes him down, pancakes him. How many times have we seen that in the last 6 years? I know Garrett Bradbury is a nice man. He has a family. But Ryan Kelly is one of the best pass-protecting centers in the league the last handful of years. And this right here is why, dude. Look at this.
Big and girthy. Dude, I love it. Gets his hands in there just in time. Does a great job of finishing over Brian. I swear to God,
what a rep.
I could think of a million things to say right there. Oh, God, talk dirty to me. Here we go.
So Vikings take the lead here, and now they got the ball back.
Oh, this one got me
14-yard line, J.J. McCarthy. Let's dial this up.
And you know why I love this? I love this because it's going to force a defense to really think about it. Are they going to use him as a runner now, too? You know what I'm saying? Like, before we were like, I don't know if he's going to be running the ball. But now it's like, okay, well, he scored a touchdown, so they can use him as a running back now. Yeah. Like, it's opened a whole nother level of you have to be ready for us, right? Before it was like, okay, this guy, he can sling the ball and he's really good at making his adjustments. But now it's like, well, he could also shoot out the back end at any moment too. So now we have to watch him. It's super fun when they have to watch stuff like that.
In terms of play design here, I don't know. You tell me, but this feels really creative. You got trips left with your 3 receivers.
Yep.
To the wide side of the field. To the field, right? Is that what you would say? To the field?
Yeah. Technically, this is a 1-by because see how the tight end's the only one over there? We would have called this a 1-by-3, right? And he could be attached. He can be detached. A lot of times when he's detached, the question becomes, do you put a safety over him, right? Because you have 3 to the field and you have 1 to the boundary. And so normally the option is if the safety is over the 1-by, you're going to throw the ball to the 3-by-1, the tray side, right? If there is no safety, you take your chances with the 1-on-1. But I love how they pulled him in here now, and now you've kind of forced that safety to be like, corner safety to be like, what's happening? What's going on, right? What are they doing over here? And he has to cover a ton of field now.
And just to go wide again here, so as the ball snapped here, as you can see, there's nobody outside of number 9 here, right? Like he is the edge for this defense on this play. So the math and again, tell me if I'm reading this wrong, but if you're the Vikings here and you got the left side of the field, the wide side of the field is already like that's covered by just having numbers over there. So there's 3 defenders to worry about if you're running to the right side here. It's these 3 guys, right?
Yep.
Well, if you fake a handoff to the left with Jordan Mason, that pulls one of them over, I think.
Ideally, yes.
Hawkinson goes out to block another one, and now J.J. McCarthy just has to beat a defensive lineman to the edge.
Correct.
And that's how you score a touchdown here.
Yep. And what you could even do is you could have Will and Brian go up to 49, right? You would just call it a B. We'd be like, hey, we want to B this. And what we would do is we would book 31 and go, no one's going to block 31 because he's the farthest away from this play. We're not worried about him. Like, if this dude comes all the way across the field, all the way through these blocks, yeah, they are being it, see? We're booking him on the front side. Why?
Yeah.
He is the farthest away from the play and most likely going to be the dumbest like this. He's just going to run up in here, right? They can't help themselves, Mackie. They're blind dogs in a meat house. It is exactly this. Is funny because Giro and Harbaugh actually brought all this into the NFL. So that's why so fluent on it, is because I understand why they do what they do in the system. It makes total sense. But what Harbaugh used to do is teach us how the defense would think. Because he'd be like, hey, on this, we're going to book. And at times it wouldn't always be 31. It might be, we're going to book 49. Why? Because we got somebody else coming across for him. Or we have some other play fake happening that's going to bite him, right? Like, that's what's so fun about this, because now defenses know this. They know what this is, and they go, shit. Now we got to prepare for this too?
So
Seriously?
these guys, the fake handoff takes both these guys out of the play.
Absolutely.
It makes 55 take a step in the wrong direction.
And 9 thinks it's
and
the
then
pass.
Hockett. Yeah.
So
and
he's like,
Hawkins
oh, this is a
on.
boot. It's got to be a boot, right? There's no way they're going to run this dude. And I'm telling you, man, if anything, it's going to slow up. See what 55 does right there? See how he's kind of hopping back and forth? Now that they've shown this on film, anytime he's not blocked, he's going to pause and be like, oh my God, is it that read play again? And it might not even be, it might be full handoff to Jordan. We're gone right out the gate. And now that's one less guy you have to worry about just because we showed this one play on tape.
Right.
It's going to have to pause them, because the next guy that gets sucked down there and JJ takes the ball outside, what's his coach going to say? Dude, are you serious? You're letting a rookie practically beat us right now. This guy has shown this on tape. We have to respect this now. That's why it's so fun. That's why I, as an offensive lineman, go, oh, this just added hours of film work for a defender. You're going to have to go through, because what else could they do? Well, we could do different variations of this play, or we could do a different type of, it's like when you get into these meetings, man, they'll chase ghosts to win games. They'll chase the craziest ghosts to be like, we got to shut these guys down. And like I said, a play like this could cause you hours of tape. Relentless for no reason.
Dude, let me go back so we can see Kevin O'Connell on the sideline.
I wish you pulled the TV copy of him just going nuts right there in the sky cam.
Look at KOC to the right there, arms up, camera guy running behind him. Where's the turnaround? There's the primal.
There it is.
There's
there
the flex. There it is. Camera guy. Oh
there
my
it is.
gosh.
I know.
So much fun.
I know.
So much fun.
Are we sure it's only week one? I'm not kidding. We talked about this earlier. I feel like I'm dirty. Like I need a shower. This weekend has been such a rush, right? And it started Monday night with the game going, wow, is this really how it's going to be? Like, you asked us early. You said, hey, would you rather take JJ with not seeing any film or Caleb after knowing 1 year? And Jay and I were both like, you know what? We're going to take our chances, right? And this was after that little article came out. We were like, we're going to do it.
Mm-hmm.
I trust my Harbaugh. He doesn't lie. First 3 quarters had me really nervous, dude. I was like, boy, we're going to eat our word, right? But the minute that he started to settle in, it was like, this is the guy that everyone talks about. This is the guy that you hear all these stories about. This guy that's just fun-loving, having a good time, high-fiving everybody. Nothing's ever down. Everybody's always like, the positivity and the excitement around this guy is always at a 10. And that's the kind of guy that this team needs. And if he can do that and KOC can find a way to scheme plays open and get the run game going and keep that same excitement that he had that we just saw, dude, don't get me wrong. The Packers, they're tough now. They're real deal, right? They're real deal. But we have a way better opportunity going into that game now, right? Like, it's like, hey, we're good. We got firepower. They got firepower. This is what the fireworks are for. This is what it's all about. You want these divisional matchups. Couldn't be more excited.
Great stuff, dude. Great stuff. The Rhino.
Stop it.
Alex Boone.
I'm so excited for this year.
Find more film breakdowns across the league on OLine Committee YouTube channel, and then we're 3 days a week on the OLine Committee podcast during the season too. So we make our picks on Thursdays.
Oh.
We do them. We do Who's the Mike Mondays. We've got our dumb football questions on Tuesdays, and then Alex Boone here on these Trenches episodes of Purple Daily every week during the season, and Jeremiah Searles making his monthly OLC crossover appearances on Purple Daily too. So love it, dude. I think we just got smarter.
Don't they play Sunday night this week?
They do.
I'm so excited.
We're going to be waiting all day for Sunday night again. Chris
Here's a guy who just, I just love the way he spins the ball. Just does it right. And I'll tell you what.
I'm going to mute it. I swear to God, I'm going to have to mute it.
I can't. The Collinsworth glazing of McCarthy is going to be glorious. I'm here for the whole night. It's going to be great.
It might be bigger than
but Penix, McCarthy. We're getting some fun 2024 draft class matchups early in the year here for the Vikings. So
absolutely, I'm excited. This is going to be great, and this whole season has just started off gloriously. I cannot wait to see what week 2 brings us.
Let's go. All right, he's the Rhino, Alex Boone. I'm Phil Mackey, and this is Purple Daily Trenches edition. We'll see you guys tomorrow for Write That Down, and next week again for some more Trenches and film breakdowns.